Yeah, it's nothing. Like it's going to be a non-existent piece, like it
Yeah,
was in the previous rule set.
yeah.
It will
I,
just be there in the rule book, just to.
but but I think it's the sad thing for me is it is purely a question of that it's priced wrong. It's not that this type of player with this type of skill is broken or could not, like if your thrower were damaged for a game, it would be nice to be able to go out and have a different thrower, but I'm not paying 150 for this.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
bringing the wizard most likely, that same
bringing
price
the
point.
wizard all the time.
Yeah.
Now we go to the big lizard angry man.
Oh, god damn it.
It's basically the lizard man version of Roger,
Yeah.
but it can punch the other team, so you know that's a thing. I was pretty. It got cheaper, and I was pretty surprised when it was the Amazon's seasonal event. It was actually quite decent, and it got cheaper now. So, like, if you
Was it?
lose, imagine that you're doing progression and you lose like your
Yeah.
stacked Croxigor to MNG. You just put Globstop.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that bad. Like,
What's
and
it?
if
It drop
he
drop 10k. Is it
is
just
movement
10k?
6, strength 6, very reliable player if you lose Crocs on Lizards.
Yeah.
Or you can even go further beyond, and if you're really facing a really stacked team, you can have two Croxes.
Well, if you go full on and then you're really deep in, like you could have two Croxicores and seven Sauruses
Yeah,
with two star players, right? Like
right. And
that's wow, that's
that's
gonna be
that's
a
an
headache.
actual team that you would go like TV down and not feel like you're
Wow.
going uphill.
Yeah, that's. I'm just looking at this, going like,
And he can also play for Amazons. Don't forget.
oh god, no, no. Okay, I think we're back to this. What was the other one where it was like, yeah, it is good, no questions asked. The got smash to rip, right? But I think it's sort of the same category. It is
It's
like
not game breaking.
it's not game breaking. It's really efficient. Let's call it that at its cost. I've lost the where we were here, but it's not.
Yeah, the gloves.
I don't think it's game breaking, but it's definitely a good buy for a 260k. I definitely wouldn't mind having that on what is in your team, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly. Like
yeah.
now, moving on to the least controversial one. With another one that we could theorize and theorycraft this star player into breaking the game in a multitude of ways. I'll just list a few of them. It's a star player that can remove a player from the pitch, and he's not on the pitch, but he's at the same time in the pitch, which creates all kind of weird interactions. And the ogre gets break, tackle, and dodge while he is carrying the halfling. So technically, he can 1+ cage dive. Um, he can natty one turn. If you give the ball to Combleberry and Greg moves him
Yeah.
forward, and he can drop him forward, and then Crumbleberry can score in one turn, natty. Uh, And in the case that you have a down player and you jump over him into a cage of players, technically you cannot drop Crumbleberry. And if Crumbleberry has the ball is out of the pitch and you don't know what to do with it. Krister from Fumble already did a small FAQ, so he could even code this guy, which he was like, you choose a player to drop the halfling onto, like it was a throw teammate.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, no, no.
but
I was
that's
gonna
that's the
this.
only. It
This
was the
is
only reason he could code this,
yeah.
basically.
I was going to say this from a coding point of view is a nightmare. Like this,
Yep,
it introduces so many edge cases from a coding point of view. It's horrendous.
might be the most banned megastar I've ever seen. Just
Yeah.
from just the point of natty one turn, you stop there basically, and he can play for any team.
I was gonna say like this is a like such a common like for me like stop doing drugs when you're designing stuff. Stop the LSD when you're doing rules, right? Here's a. I'm not saying this happened. I'm just saying like someone got drunk at the pub and they thought, wouldn't it be cool if we had a player who could be carrying another player on top of him and blah blah blah, and then spin out of whack from there. And because they thought it was such a cool idea, they overhyped the rules. I have seen it so many times. Like this is a game designer who really fucking loved his idea.
Yeah, he thought he was the last, like we say in Portugal, the last cookie of the package.
Yeah, yeah,
He thought he was the last cookie
yeah,
by
yeah,
inventing this.
yeah. And that's a common theme which I sort of put down like personal bias is a documented thing that's perfectly it exists everywhere in our life. There's nothing uncommon, but the problem is that when you come to personal bias and come to game design, it really fucks things up because like whoever designed this, I would love you to reason with me and explain me why this is 250k.
Yeah, no price change from the previous where it was just that skill didn't exist.
Yeah.
It was just the star player skill that just broke the game literally. This
Yeah.
is the most.
Yeah.
They not even day zero. They minus one. People are already banning them in, and they don't have the rule book.
Yeah, and the thing that I also like when you took this guy and you showed those rules to Cyanide, did they have a meltdown? I'm pretty sure they will have a meltdown when you show them that this is the rules you want to have implemented in the game. I pity the guy who had to do this for Fumble too because it this is just, don't get me wrong, but that's just, there's so many things.
Yeah. He had to FAQ the rules himself to make it work.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it, Kiwi. Black Wolf. Anyway.
He can pass now.
He can't pass. And he only plays on care sides, though. Yeah, I don't. I think he's still going to be a valuable option. I still think he's still going to suffer from the same issue, which is he's still a Minotaur, and he's still going to struggle in a sense.
His star player skill is actually quite interesting. It's basically a guaranteed 3 dice, if I'm not mistaken.
As far as I remember, it's additional dice runs white.
Oh yeah, you can do 4 dice blocks with him.
Yeah.
You have to borrow the dice from the other guy just to do.
Yeah, but I think he's still starting to think 6 Minotaur, right? He's still a loner, blah blah blah. Or actually, he's a loner.
He's still a star player where you play Chaos Renegades, and instead of taking a rogue or a Minotaur, you just save enough money to get this guy.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
And you can put it this way: like we're talking about, like what's the bench point, right? Like I don't see anyone picking him and building a team around him. No.
Chaos Renegade coaches are special, so you will see play there.
Okay. I've seen people do crazy shit, and so not saying that anyone would never do it. I'm just saying, like, I don't see a lot of people doing it.
Not in a competitive sense. No,
he's just not good enough to sort of carry a team on its own. He is, if your big guy on a Chaos team or a Renegade team is off for an MG. Yeah, he's a nice replacement. If you need a little bit more of a bang because you are meeting a well-developed team, you can bring in another big guy. Yeah, that makes sort of sense. I can still see him being used, not disputing that, but I'm not seeing him being good enough to that he will be a pick and you build your team around him. That I don't see. But yeah, still a valuable choice.
Yeah. And now we have Gretchen, the free once per game free dodges everywhere she wants kind of player. That's the only change. She got cheaper also. Like once per game, she can just dodge anywhere, literally. Doesn't have lock still, but imagine that you're playing against lizards and you have this.
Yeah.
Bye cage. Like cage doesn't matter.
We're back to this thing like I talked about with the ogre. This is clearly someone who had a bright idea, went and got this would be really cool, like a real ghost wraith sort of thing, right? Like this is what the Necromancer team's wraith sort of are muddled over, that they are sort of a toned down version of this.
And the crazy thing is, it's
more detail.
80k cheaper,
Yeah.
80k cheaper than the last set of rules.
80k.
I still
80k
don't know.
cheaper.
I still don't know if she'll be used because she's missing wrestle. Or if she has wrestle or block, it will be broken player. But she only has dodge. So
Yeah, but she also has foul appearance, which God, and she got Rennick.
and sidestep
And shadowing as well, which is
and shadowing is actually good now, right?
now
Yeah.
3+. And that,
I think there's going to be a. I would almost put her at a power level where you can build a team around this. This is going to be so annoying.
And there's any matchup that an undead team faces against a strength 2 ball carrier, she's gonna just like it makes side cages impossible, like sideline cages. You're just asking to get served. Normal cage, any kind of cage, any kind of you can put three layers of screens to the ball carrier, and she'll still get there, and she will still block the ball carrier.
I also hate this special rule because there is for me a conflict between how Blood Bowl works as a core system and this. There is nothing else in the game that is automatic. Like a bribe is a 2+. Like for all intents and purposes, a bribe should be a guaranteed thing, right?
Guaranteed.
But here's the thing. Then we have one here who has it automatic, and not just one roll automatic. No. Rolls. Every roll.
Yeah.
That for me is like give her 2+, and she can make one reroll over the rolls or something. Like don't make it automatic. Like that's just.
Yeah, and you can even think like I'm just gonna block her and put her on the ground. She has jump up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing also, like normally you go like, okay, I can put like 4 tackle zones on the spot, and I can put a diving tackle, and so I like there's no way you can dodge through that. Well, I pass it. You don't even need to roll.
The only way to stop her is to surround her with players,
standing players.
Yeah, standing players.
Because she can still jump over. Yeah, that's
that jump over is a roll even with the incorporeal one.
Oh yeah,
it only works for dodges.
But or the thing that sort of and is like the pricing point is off. It's too cheap now. Cut her movement or cut her strength.
No, I think you just rewrite the star player skills. Jesus Christ!
Oh,
make it
2+.
Make it 2+, or make it just one dodge. Right?
One dodge for free. Yeah.
One dodge for free. That's it. Not every dodge is free.
I could live with if it was one automatic dodge or they were all 2+.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
she becomes stunty for a turn. Yeah.
So you can say like, because the difference between one auto and all being 2+ is if it's one auto, you can sort of say like, I can ignore one dodge and everything else needs to be nice and neat, and that's probably fairly likely, especially with dodge and 2+, right? But with a 2+ on each, there's like you can do more squares, but there's gamble that you will actually fall on the first one. So it's more of a dragged out or a short. Nothing is always.
Tackle doesn't counter this, and nothing counters this.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No,
what a nasty.
Just guard. The only thing that counters this is guard.
Yeah. Foul appearance, regeneration, sidestep, disturbing presence. I mean, it's just nasty.
I think people will try to gamify it, but the lack of block or wrestle will still hurt it a lot. So
I think in
it's
all
gonna be a meme.
so no
I don't
well
think
here
it's gonna see a lot of play.
I think this is my prediction, and we know how that sort of thing goes usually. But I think this is the type of player I would build a team around.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
leave
only
your-
build a team around this if I knew I was gonna face a bunch of strength 2 ball carriers.
No. Even without like the fact that you can have basically a necro team with 3 wraith.
Yeah, and once per game you get 1 dice on the ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or one time where you go in and basically block off your opponent. Like, good luck getting away from her.
Yeah, with
Mhm.
stand firm mummies blocking the
yeah.
exit route. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's an
Yeah.
absolute nightmare.
So
That's if you make the foul appearance roll on her.
yeah. She will soak up so many actions.
Yeah. And then shadowing on a 3. Yeah, it's an absolute
I
nightmare.
think she'll see more use in progression than tournaments because no
Yeah.
one wants to. Because even though the star player skill is good, it's actually a boring star player if you think about it.
I think
not
it's
that-
more a question also what are you going to get else for 180k for an under team? I think this is probably your
Not
best.
much. Now Ivan is more expensive now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to talk about another one that I'm very excited for that won't get banned and will. And
Correct.
it's an undead star also.
Yeah.
Grief got slightly nerfed.
Yeah.
The +1 is only for agility test now instead of the free reroll on action, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still very good,
But
and it's still
in all
probably banned
fairness,
because he can do everything.
I could be
So
wrong, but wasn't he a 4+ loner before?
no, it was a 3+ loner always.
Oh.
People kind of forget that he was always a 3+ loner.
Yeah, I definitely did.
But yeah, most importantly, offlings cannot pick Griff now.
Yeah, I think Sanju is right. Like, applying logic and balance star players, give just random shit. Like, that looks cool.
Is he still too good, especially on a human team or bred team? He's probably still too good.
No, I don't
Like if
think
you build
so.
a team around him, it's still too good. Like Breds don't have any player that can do everything that he does, or humans basically.
I think for 300k, we're back to this the price point. Like, at 300k, you're really getting into territory where 300k you're gonna have to carry the match more or less on your shoulders by yourself, right?
Yeah.
But every time you do a Griff team, Griff carries the match. That's the
Yeah.
plan. Always.
Well. For better and worse, like if you're bringing Griff, it's sort of like, this is my gamble, right? Like, I'm putting all my chips on blue, and then say, Griff, you're gonna save me. And if he dies to the first block, you lost the game. And if he gets to stay on the field and do his magic for the whole game, you're most likely gonna win, right? Like, that's sort of
The kind of play that you just get up and go get a beer. The game is over.
Yeah. But I've always felt like, whether that be Heckflem or Griff Overworld, it was like, there is a way for me as an opponent to counter them. Like I need to work at it. I'm not going to get it for free, but okay, for a 300
Not gonna
play.
be easy.
But I can actually counter these. I can actually shut him down and stop him from doing what he wants to do. That there is ways to deal with them. There are certain star players where it's just like, you can do whatever you want. You can't shut them down because they're just going to do their thing regardless. Take Deep Root, for example. Like, he's just going to toss things at you every turn. Like this, there's no way for you to stop that, basically.
Mm-hmm. And now we go to a star player that's changed. I wouldn't say he's. I'm not sure if dwarfs will still take him at all, but he's there. Can also play for dwarfs, I think. No, not dwarfs.
10k cheaper.
20k.
I like.
I think he was 210, wasn't he?
200. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I like the hatred on the big guy. I like that.
He has
Yeah.
mighty blow against
Yeah.
big guys also.
I think.
Which make.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on,
LittleWing.
Mark Angel. I just say it makes sense. It's a thematic, makes sense. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you're weighing up what else you can
Is
get.
it a player I would ever pick? Probably not.
So the problem.
I've thought about it a couple of times, but yeah, you're right. You never go for him with the other options.
Probably if only like I'm facing a Chaos Renegade team. Okay, probably get more value out of him, or against a Tomb King team,
Yeah,
probably. But
So
apart
so
from that, he just
so I always find it a bit weird. Is like multiple block and frenzy. As far as I remember, that is not possible usually, right?
yeah.
you have to pick one or
Block
the other.
turns off frenzy
Yeah.
Yeah,
So why we still have a star player who has both of those skills? That makes fucking no sense. A.
because it's fun.
yeah.
B.
I mean, I guess with the strength, you can sit him up against maybe some lizards with some
Oh no.
guard.
It's not like I can't find a use for the combination. But if the rule says that we can't combine these skills, then star players should not combine them either. Either or.
No, you cannot. There's no rule that says you cannot take multiple block with frenzy. It just says if you're gonna use multiple block, frenzy is turned off.
I could be wrong, but
No, you're thinking of other things. I'm pretty sure.
oh, it's
It was
grab,
always
right?
like
Is it
this.
grab that you can't have?
It's grab.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
grab.
It's grab
Yeah,
that you cannot have with
Okay.
frenzy.
Yeah. Which then again also makes for me no internal consistency that if grab and frenzy cannot combine, you should also then have multiple block and frenzy can't combine. Either or. Pick a lane, stay in it. Anyways. But
You'd need to have a player that's using multiple block first.
yeah. My biggest problem with this player has always been that this should have been Mighty Blow. That
Yeah,
is what
maybe.
he's missing. And then,
Yeah.
then you should have given him that special ability that like you have on Sock where you can add another one once per game. Perfectly fine. Make him a slayer that slays thing. That is what you want. That is what you need. That is not what you're getting. This is like whenever I play dwarves, this is why I always end up not choosing him. I never find him valuable enough. Is these skills, the stat line is nice, the skills are nice, but he needs Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't have Mighty
Speaking
Blow,
of
he's not going to carry his weight.
speaking of dwarf stars that have mighty blow,
Yeah.
he kind of got nerfed
He
into the
got.
ground. Let's just
He
be.
really did, didn't he? Once
He
per
really, he
game.
still they still try to give him skills and make him cheaper. He's dead. He's dead. Let's be honest.
I actually like him in his current version. He is a challenge to play with because he has so many options in him that picking the right option at the right time is a really a challenge to maximize and get the most out of. And they completely removed that from him. And they made him
Yeah,
uninteresting.
he's yeah.
Like if it was once per drive, I would probably accept it. Now once per game is too much.
Yeah, it's clear like they try to say like okay he can do it from afar now, which is quite a nice buff in the sense that compared to what he could do before, right? But it's like but then you're reducing it from each turn to once per game. That's a reduction of 16. Like that's 16 times less. And if you're gonna make him go break tackle and sure feed, what
Which no one was doing with him. Like no
no.
one was rushing with him or dodging with him. So
No,
okay.
and then make him a dwarf blitzer, and then give him the tackle that they get. Then if you
I think
give,
they wanted to give him the skills that he can give. He also has,
yeah. So I think in all fairness, if they've given him tackle, not just break tackle, but like they basically made him into a blitzer, right? Except they forgot to give him the tackle.
You know.
And in that sense, they cut off the most important bit of being a blitzer, right? Like if he had tackle, now he would have been a real threat to ball carriers.
Or even give him wrestle like
my
brain stopped now.
Yeah,
Button.
or strip. It's like strip ball. Like I
Yeah.
just give him something that makes him a threat to ball carriers.
Yeah.
And then he would have been a valid choice. I wouldn't even mind being a little bit more expensive or something like that.
Like the Portuguese nationals last year was won by a human team with Grombrindle. Like he just had a tackle blitzer and he had tackle mighty blow for all game.
Yeah.
So We
But
went from like Genjo says, like he had deep root with Grombrindle, and
yeah.
the tree could move 4 each turn. So
Oh yeah, but so I've made a halfling team for the arena just for the fantasies of it, and I have him and I have Ivan, and the ability to both move one player one square and the ability to pick one of the 4 skills every turn makes for a lot of tactical decisions on each turn. You need to do it right, and you need to be in the right frame of mind. I was going to say to do that, but you get a lot of options all of a sudden, like because you can
now he
apply.
gets none.
But yeah, no, I think as he stands here, his days are done and over with.
Rest in peace. You
Yeah,
deserve your rest. Everyone that bought the Grombrindle mini, you can put it in the drawer.
yeah. I think the thing that saddens me the most is also like again we're back at Dwarf and the star players just not being good enough. And it goes back to this thing where, like I say, when Gaby loves something, they get all the nice juicy stuff, and when Gaby doesn't like them, they get crapped on. And dwarves are not being liked, so they get crapped on again.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Arc
Pusmov.
Flame cannot. Pusmo. He's cheaper. He's a interesting start player for Nerdomore just because he has Monstrous Mouth, and Monstrous Mouth was reworked.
Yeah,
So that might be a thing. But apart from that, I think I would be better off with a wizard, even with Nurgle.
yeah.
To be honest, you
I'm,
take
I'm,
this or take a wizard, I would take a wizard. But the people that's we have a cult of the monstrous mouth forming, so you
I,
never know.
I was gonna say I think he's priced where it's like if I'm facing a team and I need some more, let's call it strong guys in the middle of my team, either because I have MNGs or just playing a stronger team, I can still see him valuable. On the ball, nerves of steel, moving the ball, maybe not so
It,
much.
it's a weird player because he was built with the old monstrous mouth in mind.
Yeah. Um, I think definitely with 150k, you're still getting a movement 5, strength 4,
Strength 4,
4, full foul appearance.
it's a
Yeah,
bloater. It's a movement up bloater.
yeah, it's a nice bloater for 150k. I'm not.
With
Yeah,
monstrous mouth,
yeah.
like
I think we've.
doesn't
I
have
think.
stance form like the other bloaters, but
I think we go if we go
monstrous.
back to that power range level thing here. It is not strong enough that I'll build a team around it, definitely, but it's strong enough that I would pick it to fill in gaps in certain match needs.
Mhm.
I think that's a fair assessment.
It can be an interesting one with monstrous mouth, but apart
Oh
from
yeah,
that, no.
Heckflim
No.
got
Cannot only play for
massacred.
rats. Yep. Was he movement 8?
He
He
was
was
movement
movement
9.
9.
Movement
Yeah.
9. That's a kind of a glitch. It should be red
Yeah,
8.
so he dropped 30k in price, lost the movement, and thereby lost his function.
Did he drop
Yeah, it's not
30 or
too.
just 10?
I
He's
could be
210,
wrong.
wasn't he?
I thought it was.
It was
I thought
it
it
was
was
210. Okay.
210. Okay, I
He
thought it
only
was
lost
30.
10k, but he cannot play for
You cut out there.
chaos teams anymore. That's also a big one. But it's still also a kind of second gutter still that can dodge through anything. So
Yeah, but he's. I think.
Skitter is better now, basically. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not sure why I would pick this guy. I don't know anymore. The whole idea with the movement knight was he could do one turns, right? Like that was the whole.
And,
And
and and the reason why he got mega start is because he was playing for chaos teams.
yeah, yeah. It was not because he was like for scaling team they should be able to do this on their own. This thing you shot on a normal scaling team have covered. So this is not a huge thing, right?
Yeah, Akflame, yeah,
So
it
so I think
he
he's
can
gonna.
play Snotlings though. I think he can play for Snotlings. That's the thing.
Yeah. No, I think he's going to go well. If he plays for the Snotling or Underworld or something like that. Like, but other than that, he's going to go the way of the Dodo.
Yeah.
Mhm. I, I think people will still try to build teams around him because a lot of people bought this mini on the 2020 rules. So
I
And I
let's see. Still,
and
he
and
might
you've
show
got
up in tournaments.
two less gutters now as well, so maybe.
He might show up in tournaments. Let's just say that. In progression, I don't see him.
yeah. I think in all fairness, I think it's
Yeah, it's still a strength 3 Agi 1 plus.
I think purely because of the role that he has, as what he offers as a star player. I think people are going to try to shoehorn him in. I don't think he's valid. I
It's a
think,
play like it's a very good fit on Underworld and Skaven because you have strip all the blitzers, and wherever the ball lands
oh yeah,
is a 1 plus
no,
here
no,
with
no.
extra armor.
I think for let's say he lost chaos access, right? Like, so in that sense, that should be the fix to Mega Pants, at least in my opinion. But for Skaven, I don't think he's going to be useful anyway. With the
It's
new
gonna
version.
help not having enough cutters, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe a
But
little
let's
bit,
see.
but you need to work around that anyway. But I
I
think
need to save.
he's
You need to save to get him, basically.
yeah. I think for Underworld and Snotlings, he might be a huge thing still, but that's a separate issue.
Let's see. Like these first 6 months, 1 year are
Yeah.
anarchy. So
Oh, definitely. I
we'll
think
see a lot of crazy rule sets and
yeah.
crazy teams.
I think this
Uh,
is maybe one of the most important changes.
what the no
Helmut will
ball?
only play for All World Classic and not play for any team
Oh,
anymore.
and he cannot pick up the ball, which he wasn't anyway. But
No, no, no. I
it's
that's I think it's just fine with me. I think that's fair. No, he can pick up the
like
ball now. Is that it's not how I should read this? Like, he lost the no
no,
ball, so he can actually pick up the ball.
it's written in red because it was a nerf to him.
Oh, it's a nerf. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, yeah. And
He
study.
got no
No,
ball, which is a nerf.
yeah, good. I don't know. Makes sense. Because I was just saying, like, can he pick
He's
up?
still the best. I think every chainsaw cannot pick up the ball now.
Yeah.
But he's still the best chainsaw in Blood Bowl, basically.
Oh, he definitely is, and I think the fact that I at least not haven't seen a chainsaw for all teams so far, I think this is going to be huge. There's a lot of things the chainsaw countered, and the fact that all teams had
He
sort of executed win.
is what I like to call a progression star player, where you
Yeah.
like are 40k down. Well, let's pick a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like what's I'm already struggling, so might as well
Oh,
gamble on
yeah, yeah.
a
And
chainsaw.
I think that's exactly the role that he sort of fitted in, and I think in that sense it's also why I like to have him for any team, because it basically means that you had a path to a reasonable wage deal with some of the pain of being 140k down without having, like, you're not getting into wizard territory yet, but you're still having, like, I need to build out my bench a little bit. I need to do a little bit more damage. He's a star player who can help you. He's not great. He's not amazing, but he's decent.
He might uh, he might die on turn 2 or 3, but
He might kill himself on the opening turn. I have done that more times than I care to remember. But that was sort of the risk, right? And I felt that was why he was sort of in that sweet spot where it's like he was an option, but he was not a great option, which made him a valid option. Not too bad, not too good, but you could do it. That's also why I'm really sad to see that it's been removed. Sorry.
now next we have Atark the stoppable, which is not a meme anymore. He's quite unstoppable now again
Yeah.
because of the buffs to break tackle. So he's not made fun of anymore,
No.
and he's a 1+ break tackle star player now.
But also he's a defensive strength 6.
Yep, Juggernaut Bull Centaur basically. He
Yeah.
can only play for. We can play. He can play for orcs.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually a little bit interesting.
4+3 3 dice cage diving. Yes. He's enough. He's a nice star player, but if you're 300k down, it's not gonna be him that's gonna save you.
No, I think as much as he's like he has block, he has 6 strength, he has no naked traits. He's not a bad player. I just think for 300k, he's not going to be able to carry that.
It's another tournament style star player where you build a team around him and that's it.
Yeah. Ivan the animal got a little bit more expensive, and now he hates dwarves.
Yeah. He hates dwarves. He already hated dwarves, but now he has a skill to show for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, re-rolling a skull against dwarves is nice.
He was how expensive was he before?
190.
20k.
So he was pretty much banned in almost all tournaments at the end of the 2020 rule set, and at least on tabletop.
Yeah.
Does it mean that he's gonna get unbanned now? I'm not sure. Probably just because no one will play dwarves now. And the people that play dwarves are gonna cry even more when you fill them in. So
he's always been one of those star players where I always felt like, sure, he's good, but again, I can work around him. He can't go wherever he wants to. He can't be everywhere on the field. He doesn't have mighty blow. It's like,
he has mighty blow once per game.
yeah, but I
It's a very good start player. If you're missing like a stacked white, for example,
yeah,
a very good
I think you can even build a team around him. But I don't think he.
I've done so in tournaments, and he's pretty great.
Yeah, but I don't think he's megastar status, and at least especially not with that price increase.
Even in 2020, he was in the Goldilocks area of being mostly but not considered a megastar, kind of gray zone.
Yeah.
But I don't get why Glart is a lot cheaper than him, and being more or less the same stat line, and he's only 10k cheaper than Shani, and Shani is a much better player than him. He's much more versatile than him, but we'll see when we get to Shani.
Ivan works the same way. Got what? I thought it was 110.
I think he got cheaper. He got 30k cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Has raiding party changed?
Did it?
Is it once per drive? Was it once per
Yeah, it was.
turn?
I started playing with him and noticed that it was once per drive. I actually thought it was one per half. But then I was it's one per drive.
Every drive.
Yeah. I think, again, if you just take the comparison here, right? Like, I think that's not a completely unfair comparison. I think Ivan is now at least as competitive as Ivan.
I think Ivar is replacing Ivan in the Goldilocks gray area of being banned by most tournament organizers.
This reigning party special rule, I will put it this way: the combination of that and certain teams is definitely
Imagine putting this guy on new OWA where the tree doesn't have loner or anything.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because the trick is also
already dreading it. Jesus.
Yeah. This helps with one turn touchdowns too, for example. You could really do some nice shit with that too. So I think
Jeremiah. Yeah, we'll see how he does, but he's touching the megastar line.
Yeah, he might not have crossed it, but he's definitely touching it now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the comparisons between this and this is also much more spot on now. I think they are sort of comparatively.
Now we have Jeremiah Cool.
Yeah, no, still not.
It's a pretty good Edge 1+ player, but
okay. So 300k is Griff territory, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the fair comparison here is Griff. I think is what we should be comparing him to, right?
But the comparison is that you use Griff for human teams and use this guy for elf teams.
Oh, that has to be considered. Like of course, but that's what I mean. Like,
Because
300k is the range where you are in deep shit team wise. Otherwise, you need some miracle to carry you through the match, right? That's
something that almost breaks the game, yes.
yeah. And let's be fair, the fact that he now got a 2+ throw, of course, is a help, but you probably didn't really buy him for the passing.
No. You used him for the 1+ agility.
Yeah. Block, dodge, sidestep, movement 8. The fact that he's been reduced in price, I think, is probably the most important thing.
If we could play for woodland leagues, it would be a disaster.
Then we're back to the gutter runners for chaos teams issue. Like he needs to play only for element teams, because otherwise he would be game breaking.
I say that, but we have Jardel right next on Woodland League.
Yeah,
just to prove me wrong.
That's a separate issue and discussion. No, I think comparing him to Griff, I think is a fair assessment, where it's like he can do magic. I'm not disputing that, but I think Griff at least is a little bit easier to counter than this guy. I also think
and the teams that he plays for, they don't like to depend on only one player all the time,
because he's gonna be hunted.
Yeah, and would you rather have this, or you have like a wizard, maybe a bias ref if the other team has a lot of fouling pieces because they are high TV? Or probably an apple or a lineman.
So I think it just goes to much more, and that's also why I think what does my bench look like and what does their bench look like? If I'm missing 2 war dancers, and that's why I'm 300k down, I'm probably bringing this. If I still have my 2 war dancers and still are 300k down, I'm probably going to bring the wizard, and I'm going to bring the bias ref or something similar.
Would still bring Jardel over Jeremiah Cool?
Probably not.
To be honest,
I think if I feel I can open the cage enough already, I need more help on that division, and then I need to this, because he's not going to grant me a touchdown. He's going to stabilize my odds of getting a touchdown. Whether the wizard creates a opportunity to steal a touchdown. So it's more a question: do I need to fill out my bench and bring more stuff on the field, or do I need to have something that can change the score of the game? Also, if you are in a situation where, like, do you want less attrition in your team, then this is definitely better than a wizard. If you don't care about the attrition in your team, well,
like if you have a lot of TV, like 450k, like you can take a wizard and Jeremiah.
Well, again, going back to design teams, just thinking of if you actually were allowed to induce the wizard and just Linos.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be that bad.
No, I would say, like, there's a lot of teams that would struggle a lot with that. You would also live and die by your fireball. I'm not disputing that, but you would you'll be in for an interesting time. Especially because, like, if you then take some of those linos and with the skills you get to buy, you buy frenzy and stuff like that, so you can more or less perfect the 1-turn touchdown with them too. Good luck stopping that.
Now we can move on to the reincarnation of Griff for Halflings. So this is basically Griff for Halflings now. Yeah. You can
we're back to this thing about where it's like you're taking the Skaven onto chaos team sort of issue again. Like it's like this type of player on any other than stunty teams is not an issue. But this on a stunty team is game breaking.
And he can leap or dodge once per game on a 2+.
Yeah.
You cannot stop him. Like
No. It's
even on a rush, if it's like snowing or there's moles on the pitch, he won't care for once.
and that's what I mean. Like this for me is just the gotta run us chaos team issue once again. Like that's the problem. The problem is not.
Now imagine the fun scenario of you're trying to hunt him the whole game. You finally get to him and roll a pow, steady footing.
Yeah.
And you're like just sitting there looking at your
But also again,
in the mirror.
it's also again like it's a really weird special rule to give to that star player.
It's still a 1 in 6 that you did nothing. I don't know. You can try
but
to leap into a
no,
cage and you roll the
but
6.
what I
Then
mean
it's
is
fine.
like why did he get that? Like give him like. Anyways, that's
Just because variance is cool, lol.
sure. Let's go with that one.
Now we go to the
Joseph.
star player.
Yeah.
We go to the star player that's more expensive than his own inducement.
Yeah, what have they done here?
They completely
I don't
reworked him,
know.
haven't they? That's
But is Bugman still an inducement?
Yes, you can still coach. You can still induce Joseph Bugman as a coach inducement, not a star player, and he can still enter the pitch if you don't have players.
And is this what the inducement is?
No,
Because
this is you pick Joseph Bugman to be in your team from the start, and you
yeah,
don't
but I
have
mean,
the rules of.
but does he still what's the inducement skills for him? Is he because he's wrestle at the moment? He's wrestle tackle.
No. They
drum.
changed him. He's now block.
He's now block,
tackle, fend, taunt.
and this is the inducement for 100k. You still get the block tackle taunt guy.
yeah.
Yes.
So
you
there's
can
two
still
different.
get him with his inducement, but you don't get him at the start of the game because you still have 11 players, you know.
That's weird.
But makes no sense that he's a star player. Like
No.
why?
No.
Just to pad out the World's Edge Super League, basically. That's the only logic conclusion I get. Like they were missing dwarves to put in the dwarf star player lineup. They just put Joseph Movement and tweak them a little bit to have drunkard and block and like be a bit more thematic. But yeah,
That's not good.
that's it. Will you ever pick like if you're picking him and not picking his coaching inducement? What are you doing even? Like
Yeah, I was thinking. What scenario am I willing to pay 180k for this?
Well, what scenario are you
Yes.
willing to pay 100k for it?
Yeah.
Well, for 100k, I would give this for this.
100k, yeah, it'd be a good player. No,
You
it
got
would even
tackle, you got
a
bend.
great play. I would put him at like 140, 120k, not 180.
Max 120k, and then be like you get a little bit more of a durability. You get another blitzer sort of kind of player. Yeah, it's not great. It's not bad, but like for 180k, I'm not.
And
but then again, like we said,
I love
12 split.
and
Okay,
at the same time.
but we were back to this dwarf star player just fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. And how does fend and taunt work together? I don't.
You can choose to pick one or the other. You can you can force someone to stay there or force someone to follow you.
It's such an odd. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Odd
but
combination.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Carla Von Kiel still pretty much the same. I miss Zara. Zara was cooler.
Yeah.
Zara was cooler.
Yeah.
Zara had stakes and it was cool.
Yeah. And the stakes
I
also
still
had.
remember Blood Bowl 2 staking Undead with Carla.
But also just funsies of stabbing a fanatic. I always like chainsawing a fanatic or something like that, which is like fanatic strength 7, yes, but you only have 6 or 7 armor value, so I'm just gonna chop you over. Bye.
Just stake your butt.
Yeah.
No, Carla is reliable. It's like that old car that you have in the garage. You take it to go grocery shopping.
Yeah, but it's also, if you keep that analogy, it's rusty, and it's only because you don't know have another option.
And she can't play for. She can't play for Offlings anymore or anything. But you should. No, she only has Luster in Super League. Was she? Was that the case? I remember she. Oh no, she was. She used to be able to play for Alphalings and for Old World. Now she can only play for Lustrian. Okay,
Yeah,
that's that.
really
I have to
weird.
double check that one.
Yeah,
I have
it's
to
a bit
double
weird.
check.
But Purple Chess also has a good point. Like it's actually sort of interesting that you can here force your opponent to reroll something.
Like, let me see.
Again, going back to the game, poor game developer who has to implement this in game. How annoying is it? You're gonna have to pump for that every single time now. At least it's something that doesn't happen that often.
Let me check.
Crack eye. What presence, foul appearance, honorable, tackle. Oh, it's the Dark Elf. Yeah. Didn't recognize that.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
weird Dark Elf star player that no one takes. Yeah.
So it's not like it's a bad style player or anything, but the problem is that it lies in that range where it's like it's that or a wizard, right? That's the problem I find with generally all the Elven style players, that they all sit in that range where it's like a wizard plus a little bit extra, or apparently the new pricing point is 300, but that's a
There's a
different issue.
typo there for Carla. She can play for Old World still.
Yeah, I've had it listing.
So she can play for OWA and other stuff like that.
Yeah, Sentio is right. Cloudbuster also makes you upon reroll dice. Yeah.
But she cannot play for Halflings anymore also. So yeah. But yeah, Crack Eye. No one will take him. No, still a non. It's is a to bloat the
I
star
think
players. Basically.
I again I would much rather see a version of this scroll down to say 120, 110, so that it becomes a interesting different price point. Like basically as L's, you need to come. Every star player is more than 150, and that means that they're competing with the fireball, and you don't have an alternative for that. And I think that is bad game design. There should be a star player that is in that price range, but there isn't. They're all in the wizard plus something, or really a wizard plus a lot.
Yeah, the star player skill is interesting, but
Yeah,
uh,
correct.
it needs to be next to the other player already. So
Yeah,
okay. Crack Rust Gouger got more expensive
got more
and
expensive,
cannot
lost the
play for Chaos
movement,
now.
and lost access to chaos teams. I think he's gonna go from the biggest bench at least from this, and I think that's good.
Yeah, he's gonna become a gonna be used by Snotlings, gonna be used by Underworld. So yeah,
I think he's still gonna have a use, but he's not gonna be a if you can get him, you're gonna take him sort of thing.
yeah, he's pretty much out of Megastar, I think.
At least in my opinion, I would think so. Yeah. Borak got a little bit more expensive. Will only now play for Chaos. Dirty player because he got nerfed. That's why it's in red, right?
Yeah, he was Dirty Player plus 2.
Yeah, he's dirty player plus 2. He got leader instead of all that.
Yeah, he got leader. Well, he's interesting now.
Yeah. Once became an operator performance block action, he made
He
rules.
has guard for fouls also.
Yeah. I think in all fairness, the old Borak was broken as fuck.
Oh yeah, Purple Jet. We already had some wild. You can see the VOD back, but we had
Yeah.
some. We had to move on, or it would become the Grack stream basically.
Yeah. Fucking broken as fuck. But yeah, I
We're
think
going alphabetical already.
yeah, I think Borak is gonna be in much more the range where I think he's a still a valid choice to make, but he's not going to be a you're going to design your team around him and wreck everyone else.
Like if you can make a pretty budget Chaos Chosen or Nurgle team, I can see him being useful with leader. Yeah, but yeah, we already seen some really crazy star players. Like
I think
they're still.
I think this makes him more all round and less hyper focused on what he was before. And
It's like Mighty Zug for Chaos, kind of
yeah,
weird.
I don't think it's a completely bad.
It's like Mighty Zug with leader,
Yeah.
because I think Mighty Zug got movement. We'll see later, but yeah.
Then we got the twins, the second twins, the Elven twins. They got cheaper.
Yeah, and they have a convoluted star player skill now.
They have a different one at least.
Yeah, it's you need to read it for a minute or two to understand it. Like if the stars align and Lucian is in a spot where it does this, you know.
Yeah. So if he
I,
blocks someone who is marked marking his twin, he gets to reroll additional if valid for pass actions for.
oh, okay. Purple Chest already put it in the ban list. Thank you for pointing that out. It's basically, yeah, it's basically, it can still be intercepted, the pass, but
Wow.
it 2+ long bombs and
So
stuff like that.
if we go back to this of 300k being the price point, right? Like which is seems to be a pattern after a while. So you can either now get twins, which you get 2 players for, which seems to be pretty decent. Both like mighty blow and tackle and block on an elf is pretty nice, and a thrower and special rules that are actually quite nice, and you get more risk reduction in the sense that you got 2 players instead of 1 if you pick the Cool J, right? So why not pick these every single time over Cool J? Like
They're DACA machines. You just need to stand back, try to pierce the other guy's DACA defense,
yeah,
and when you do, you have a free pass to behind him.
yeah,
Like it can only get intercepted on a 6k, but it's
yeah.
still, if you're 300k down, it's a much more valid tactic than you would have
But also
otherwise.
because for 300k, right? Like we're talking about, like, you get 2 players, you get 2 actual on your bench, right? Like that's a
And really good, like really decent players.
yeah,
Like the you get the block mighty blow tackle elf.
which
Yeah.
is a niche that is sorely lacking on a lot of teams. Yeah.
Like the Valen is meh. Valen is meh, but his brother is an actual killer, literally.
Well, I think like you have to accept that he's a thrower, and if we just go from like purely like say 150k each, right? 150k for a thrower that is actually very good and has a special rule that makes him really good, and then I get to get another star player also at the same time, which also have a skill set that is really nice and unique, right? They also have for else, which is high value armor, which is also not easy to come by. So all in all, like for 150k, I would buy this, I would buy that, and get some twins and get the bonus on top. Yeah, that works for me. The only problem is for 150k, I would not buy either of them because the alternative is a wizard more or less. But other than that, I would pick them.
I think this is, yeah, they are amazing, and
Yeah.
they're already, like we said for Ivar, they're stepping on the event line.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna be, because people are gonna play against this and just it's not gonna be fun.
No, I
Because
think the
they have
problem. Yeah.
it's the Valen star player skill is the problem. Yes.
Yeah, I think the
In this
most
case.
problem that I have with them, and the reason why I would be okay with them being banned. It's basically, I think this type of special rule gets a little bit
Only
on.
intercept can stop.
Yeah, that's like, again, it goes like, I can't counter that. This I can counter. This by itself, the stats down here, I can counter. I cannot counter this.
You just hope to roll a 6. You just needed to have Cloudbuster and it would be a
Well,
guaranteed pass.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. You also have to then be in a place where you get to intercept.
Yeah.
You that's not guaranteed. So,
but if you start the turn with both of them not activated, you can basically more or less score most of the times. If the other brother is like 7 squares from scoring, he scores.
yeah. Mabel Highgrove.
It's still the same. We only changed the access.
Yeah.
Halflings can still play him and gnomes. That's the nightmare scenario I was talking to you about Maple and Deeproot in the same team and having 4 trees. Yeah, and good luck.
Yeah. I'm.
By itself, it's still a good player, and he lost ability to play for OWA, which is kind of big.
So one of the things that I always felt, which was considering who else gets this type of armor value, I think this is the wrong armor value.
For Maple, it should be armor 10 in your opinion.
Yeah.
That explains is a more mobile, like less stance 3.
But that goes into a whole long discussion about what armor value is and how it should be and how it works and how. But I think 11 plus is a little bit.
He still does what he does. Like even
yeah.
players that pick Maple and play with him forget his star play skill most of the time.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen multiple times.
Spleen.
Not much to say about him.
No.
Not much to say about him as well. Like if you're a corn player and you pick this guy just for the lols.
Yeah. Morg.
It's because you have exactly under 30k and you need to spend it somewhere.
Yeah. So Morg, I think is
Bullseye again. We're cursed by Bullseye.
Yeah.
He can reroll passings once per game also. So if he really wants to bullseye your cage, he can still reroll the troll even.
But we're back to this thing where it's like the Mighty Mobler is a really good idea. I think the +2 was
that's
too much.
Yeah, too much. Definitely agree on that. Yeah, Sanju, I fully agree that was needed, and I think it especially goes in tandem with the removal also of the other chaos spoiler.
Borak.
Yeah, the spoiler, and they also, as far as I've seen it, the Death Roll also lost its +2, right? So I think that makes much more sense in that sense.
There's not even in the rulebook. There's the option for +2, so we're fine. We're safe.
I think still that he then should have been 300.
He got cheaper nonetheless, I think.
Yeah, just not cheap enough.
He got 30k cheaper.
Yeah, but like you have lost.
He has hatred against undead. He can reroll it all.
But I again, we're talking about like give him one less movement or whatever. I don't care, but bring him down to 300. He needs to come down to a price range where he can. So the problem with any star player at this price level, and that be Griff, Mork, whoever, you are putting so many eggs into one basket.
But you're also you can play for Halflings, and it's a quick pass 4+ with a reroll to bullseye the ball carrier.
But then give him break tackle. At least make him then a threat. Like for 340, he has to carry basically the whole team. Like you are in the range of inducements where he needs to carry the game, right? He's not going to do that with this.
Is he play against though? No. He's not. He's gonna do things that you cannot stop
Well,
at all. Like the only counterplay you have is being away from him.
you
Most
basically
of
just block
possible.
him off. You
So yeah,
like
you
you
put a lino on him and
yeah.
just run away.
Well, if you do the math, you can feed him 7 linos in a match and still be sweet, depending on who
Yeah,
team
Mighty
you.
Blow only being +1 might mean he just gets stuck on a player, but
Yeah,
he still has 3+ agility in case of emergency. So
I think
he's the cover boy for star players. He needs to be strong nonetheless. If he's
yeah.
bannable, I would say yes. I think he's already crossed the line a bit just because of the bullseye. If he didn't have bullseye, fine. He has bullseye. It's too much.
I think they
I
should have
think.
given him AG 4+ and then giving him break tackle.
Mm, I think that would it would be 1+ into cages, 4+.
Oh yeah, but he
Makes
but if you look at it this way, so imagine 2 human teams and one human team is up 340, and you bring in this
not
guy.
it's not you.
No, but it's an example. It could also be 2 orc teams against each other or whatever. Like you have to carry 340 team value difference.
Yeah,
It's
this guy was made for stunty teams, basically.
yeah.
You won't. It's too expensive for a normal team. More
Yeah,
probably humans, since they can get halflings.
but here's the thing, the interesting thing for you. Mark was always like meant to be the backstop of inducements, at least in my opinion, right? Like he can
Yeah,
play funny enough for
the
any
most
team.
expensive player.
He's the most expensive. He's sort of like the stopgap, being like, okay, you're gonna be so much behind in this match that we made this counterbalancing thing.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so that you could bring, but then he needs to be able to do something. Like imagine like it was Griff saying, Griff, I will play for any team. I cost 300. Now you have a valid option that if you are in shit creek, you can now buy a star player that will give you a chance to fix that problem. The problem with Mork that I keep seeing when I look at him is I can buy him, sure, but he's not going to fix my problem for me.
I mean, you've got the option to take Mighty Zug plus you've still got another 100. Well,
I can almost
160.
Sark and a wizard. Why wouldn't I take Sark and a wizard?
Yeah.
Like I said, like normal teams will not take him. Halfling teams will take him because just it's like I said, just the bullseye is the problem.
Yeah.
Like, everything else, star player is fine, but it's the bullseye and the ballista star player skill. That's
the ballista I don't have a real problem with because it's once per game. Like that, it's going to happen once, right? Like, and I think that the bullseye, I don't give a like. For me, they could easily remove that; it wouldn't change. I think the problem for me is like he's meant to be a stopgap measurement that like that says like, okay, if you are so much outpaced by your opponent, here's something that can help you solve that problem, and he's not filling that role. And if he's just meant to be a niche halfling, goblin, gnome support thing, then let him just play for that, and let's not pretend that he's something else.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
not Mighty Blow +2. I'm gonna clear the other team star player.
well. At least with a +2, like I will never encourage that gets reintroduced. I'm not for that. But at least
get that energy into the world.
but at least with that, he had the potential of swinging the match. Not guaranteed. I played with him in a high powered class tournament and stuff like that. And the problem was like in some games, yeah, of course he went haywire and he just killed anything he put his hands on. In other matches, he couldn't kill goblins. And for that sense, it was like an expensive bummer. Like you putting all your eggs into one basket, this one is the most expensive option you have, and he might do wonders for you, and he might do nothing. The problem that they sort of made him into now is that he doesn't have that. He's just going to be bloated.
He's a niche.
Yeah, and then
it's a niche overpowered. He has a niche that's very overpowered. Basically.
Yeah, but he's probably going to be banned
in the sense that you cannot. There's not a lot of I think he's gonna get banned. In tournaments, he's gonna get banned on the list.
Yep,
Because
Power
it's
Chest.
just if he didn't have bullseye, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But he has bullseye.
And
So-
the other reason why I would like him to go down to having AG4 is exactly because he needs to stop carrying the ball. that he's not meant.
He can use secure the wall.
No, because he's a big guy, right?
He's not. Oh, he's a big guy, right? Okay.
So
I forget about that
yeah.
sometimes. But yes, he's still banned because of that stunty niche. If not, you're gonna go into a tournament and all the stunty teams are taking more. Like Morg or Deep Root, whatever one of those is not banned.
Yeah.
Or Reaper for Goblin.
Yeah.
But we'll get to Reaper as well.
Nupla.
This is the Snotling Goblin chainsaw, yeah.
Yeah.
With the crappy devious skill.
Saboteur, which one is that again?
If you block him on a 4+, he's KO'd, but the other guy is knocked down. It means rolls armor and rolls injury.
Yeah. Still, like,
it's good. Saboteur is good for fanatics because you can force him to be KO'd instead of cast.
yeah. I think also this makes the Goblin Chainsaw, the Star Player version, viable. Like at least this brings
It's
something.
a chainsaw star player for goblins.
Yeah.
And orcs. It can also be used on orcs,
but I also love the fact that the orc goblin version of a chainsaw has both block and dodge.
Has block and dodge.
Yeah.
Another example of we cannot make the orc people that too angry. No, let's just give them some don't take things from them. We already took enough, so and passively buffing goblins and stuff.
So Pucky got 10k more expensive, got one better surpassing and one better arm value.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think actually that's fair enough.
Fine. It's fine. Are any Halfling teams speaking Halfling Twimble Cup? Probably, just because of the RAM got better that we also get to see later, but it's fine.
I especially like that they gave him one more armor value because he was like 120k for 7 armor value. It was just like adds a lot of gold to be pouring into something that's fragile. I don't think the cost should go.
He was already. No, he's 8+ now. He was supposed to, he was 9+ before.
Was he?
So it's a nerf.
Oh,
They nerfed his armor.
I thought he was a 7+4.
Yeah, Huggy, 7+.
Yeah.
Oh, he was 7+. Oh, now then it's the other document that's wrong. Okay, never mind. Sometimes both documents are wrong at the same time. Okay.
Backstabber, Goblin, sidestep. Yeah.
Non-existing star player next.
Especially now the Chaos Dwarves have gotten their own stabby guys. I think this. Yeah.
Doesn't do anything special.
No. It's a bit weird.
If you pass your stab, it does more things, but it's just a mighty blow on stab. Like,
yeah, it's still nice, but like, yeah.
And now another one. It's nothing to. Now we get to Reaper, which has the same syndrome as Morg, bullseye with a reroll because of the pro that Reaper has. So it's pretty much the same.
Did it get movement buff as well? That's not on there. Was Ripper 4+?
I think he was he? Let me see. Oh yeah, he was movement 4+. Yeah. He was movement 4, not 4+.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting. You get movement 4+. It means as long as you can roll 4+, you get to move more. No limit. That would be really interesting. Also very broken, but very interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, he might get banned from lists on tournament just because of bullseye again. It's also another 4+ with a reroll. So we go back to the same problem basically.
Yeah, I think in one sort of way of looking at it's going to come down to whether it turns out that I think the teams that can throw teammates right generally needed a buff, and I think Bullseye and the reroll is it's going to help. It's too much. It might turn out to we need to test that to really see
It's
how.
going to be anarchy in these first few months, but I think it's too much from what I know about tabletop
So
legends,
so
at least.
so so at least from my point of view, like in the old days, there was a certain aspect of as long as you got kick, the front teammate was never going to work, right? More or less. Still going to be an issue for them that you could basically just take kick, and then it's like, yeah, you might be able to throw the teammate, but you're not going to get the ball to it. And I think in that sense, like being kick being reduced slightly might make that a little bit less of an option, but still, I think you can more or less kill
Also,
the one turn by just getting kick.
also, what's stopping me from building a goblin team around Reaper? Give them all lethal flight and just start murdering the other team with flying goblins.
I think if I was playing against that, I would just swarm the troll, right, and then bring him to the ground because the goblins isn't
Yeah,
going to stop him from that. And I think
but then you have two more trolls guarding him.
oh yeah, no, but I'm not I'm saying I think it's one of those things where I think theory crafting and the real world sometimes might differ, and I could be going back to this thing about maybe making predictions here is that I'm more saying like I think I need to see that played out in real life a few times before getting a sense of how broken or how much broken it's not. It's because at least in the previous, I would say one turns with throwing teammates was a yeah, you could try, but you might as well also just roll 5 or 6 if you had a team set up for it. Not much more likelihood than that. I think with a new way, it's more looking like sure you can make a one touchdown and it will probably be on a 3+, maybe. The bombardment of players, I think you need to also sacrifice players. You also need to spend your actions on it, getting them to comply. I I think it might
We'll
be
see.
overrated, but I
We'll
could be
see.
wrong. We'll see. And that's
Now we have Ronnie Roachbait. I've played against him a couple of times. It's basically a one turn enabler
yeah,
because you can have him on the back line, on the ball. Then he has a star player skill that can fish the ball. And then you just hand it off to the halfling or gnome that's going to try to one turn.
yeah.
Basically.
I think that's very much his role. Is basically to ensure the one turn touchdown, right?
Mhm. It makes it a lot easier, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, not now, passing and throw teammate don't share the same action, so we probably see less use even.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not. He's a fine. It's a fine star player. It's not offensive or
Also for
he's
like
there.
yeah, Rowena. Oh god.
Forest Wolf. She's the dodge goat one. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, no one. As much as I know, no one uses her, and I don't think anyone will. Just because Rumble
No.
Roll, sheepskin below we got left
Yeah.
also. So there's now no reason to take her basically.
No. I don't really see her filling in a role for the other teams that's now got access to her. Uh, because
Yeah,
basically, as far as I can see, this is basically just the same plus Wood Elves, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
She can play for Woodell. Non-star player is dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
Rip.
Also, because we're back at this price point where it's like, this is all fireball. What are you gonna pick? This is all fireball. I'm gonna pick
Yeah.
the fireball.
And then you have Fireball and you have like Rumble Roll sheepskin right next to her being like I'm much better than her. Like why
Yeah.
won't you pick me?
Yeah. So, did I miss a question from you, Pebbles? Just Yeah,
one plus
the
agility. Oh, she has one. No. She has bounding leap once per game after conventional leap. Rolando justo.
there's no Mega 5.
Oh, but she's still agility 3. Agility 3. She can 3 plus leap into cages, basically, once per game.
Oh, yeah, I think you're turning the next one, right?
Oh, you're talking about Roxana. Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Rohanna. the
we are not
weird
as
ghost.
fast. We're not as fast. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awful. Rohanna is awful.
Yeah.
Dead. Next.
Roxanne, 1 plus agility. Wow.
And she has nails now. She went to the manicure.
Yeah.
She
Once
has
per
claws now.
half.
Once per half, she has kitty claws.
That's quite a strong.
I think
player,
she's gonna
actually.
be she's gonna be a very interesting star player.
So for
Against
me,
Smash teams, suddenly you can kill vegans and make them cry.
yeah, I'm still slightly concerned about the price tag.
It has to be. She's 1 plus agility.
No. Like here's the thing. Like if I look at like claw on 2 blitzes throughout the game, huge. Leaping on 2 plus, huge. Juggernaut, jump up, frenzy. Like she might need some strip ball or wrestle or something in that vicinity would have been nice, but I think the problem for me, especially at this price level, she is really good, but she's just not good enough at any of the roles that she's trying to do. Are you meant
I
to be
think
using her for blitzing the opponent and get to the ball? Then I need something to get the ball with. Am I going to carry the ball? Then I would really like some block to protect this with. If I'm going to go brawling with other people and fighting with them, I would need something to protect me from this because of a 270 and an A plus. Yeah, I'm going to go down. I'm going to get fouled and I'm going to go off the pitch pretty quickly.
like you have this or you have the twins. You have to take the twins every day though.
Exactly, and that's sort of the problem for me is this is.
But I think the twins are gonna get banned, so Roxana might see play because of that.
I just think like for this price, I'm basically getting a wizard and 110 20k, so I could either get a journeyman or some. Yeah, no, I know exactly. She's not a Jodel or like the problem is like she's a really nice player. I was going to say piece, but that could be
Yeah.
really misinterpreted. But she's really a nice, like there's a lot of nice things, but it's all like you spread them out too many places, so the perks get sort of lost. Like give her strip ball, give her wrestle, give her anything else, and maybe like remove something else. I'm not saying that she get it free, but give her something that fulfills one of her roles just a little bit more.
Yeah, and 1 plus, like Purple Chess said, 1 plus is still not clarified in the rule set.
Yeah,
And now it means that they can dodge 2 plus anywhere
yeah, it's
by
not.
the rules, so it
Yeah,
needs
that's
to
not
be effective.
such.
Until then,
It's not gonna work like that.
I wouldn't put this in any tournament until they
No,
figure
no,
that one out and FAQ
no.
it. So yeah,
But this
but
goes back to
she's all over the place where she's dodge, frenzy, juggernaut,
yeah.
but she can also bash against bash.
So so
She
so,
does a
so
bit of everything.
yeah. The problem is, from my point of view, is that she does too many things, but just not any of them good enough.
Yeah,
So she
she's not
gets
amazing at one thing.
yeah, and that makes her really nice at a lot of things, but not therefore useful, especially not at 270k price mark.
We're just for context, we are evaluating 1 plus agility like it works on Blood Bowl 2020
Yeah,
because that would be the
yeah,
logical thing to.
that's that or there's no game. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Rumble. Deep skin.
Yeah, he got better. He's actually a good star player now.
Yeah.
Like he was already good because he could get Grombrindle and Rumble shape skin and have Mighty Blow tackle every turn with Arms and Juggernaut. So yeah. Um,
He's definitely
but
an.
he now can carry the ball, so
Yeah.
he's a 3+ ball carrier in case of emergency,
Yeah, and also
and he
because
can kill
of
people
higher
better.
movement and I think that's I think we're gonna
It's not.
see him uh being used. I'm not sure he's gonna be like you're gonna see him everywhere, but I think he's gonna go from being a fairly rare to a fairly common pick.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of teams built around him now. But the thing to remember is that he plays for Halfling Twimble Cup. So if an Halfling team chooses to play in that league, he cannot pick any of the Woodland stars. So that's the thing.
Oh,
No
that's
cross, no cross, no cross uses there.
no. I don't think there's enough star players in that category to really justify that. To be fair,
Which one? Oh, this is the Pogo one.
yeah,
Nega Star also, in my opinion.
yeah.
Like it does the same thing as the Goblin's Pogo, but a bit better, I guess. But is it worth? I wouldn't say so.
It would be nice if it had
You-
on the ball.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because it would improve his star player skill. Yeah, but apart from that, no one will use him, even if he's cheaper. I have not seen Scrappa ever.
no.
I have not even looked at the mini even.
I think I'm actually thinking like with the new rules, like he's not unsteady, so he can actually pick up the ball on a 2+, right?
Yeah,
And
that's his thing.
movement 7, dodge and leap and oh yes, because the poker gives a leap, right?
Yeah. He can leap.
I
He
actually
can
think like
leap.
for a orc team, that's not actually not that bad.
But Mr. Thrower is better. Would you say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, not sure. I
It's it's a slightly better all over the place
because
Goblin Pogo.
it's a watered down opinion, in my opinion, of like a gutter runner. It's a watered down gutter runner. Get the movement strength 2, movement 7. You secure the ball, so you pick up the ball on a 2+, and then you can actually fairly stable move around the pitch.
Yeah, but it's not like I think there's better options at that price range.
Oh,
You can take Dribble Shot, for example,
oh yeah, I'm not saying this is
and you can take Fungus. You can take
yeah, but
like
I don't think you're gonna build your team around it, or it's gonna be a common use scenario. I think we're a little bit back at this with Marina Flatfoot or something like that.
I think most Goblin teams, for example, would actually take just bribes instead of him.
Oh
To actually
yeah.
be
But
more
it's
valuable.
also because they get more for that value, right?
Now
Skylar.
next we have
Oh, Skylar can now
the
throw. Wow, that's so important.
can throw.
Clearly missing.
Oh yeah, can throw the ball. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was needing that. After declaring.
So you fail Unchannel
Okay, he's still the
Fury
same. He's
and get
basically
2
the same.
blocks.
Yeah,
Yeah, Fury. Yeah.
yeah. Like is a better is the blood spawn star basically.
Yeah, I think still, in my opinion, that is a little bit cheap.
I still think he won't see play.
I think you're right, but that's mostly because Korn has a really issue with team value. But I actually think it's not a bad option, especially for a lot of
If he was available to all chaos, probably
yeah. The
be
problem is
fun.
that this uh, bracket of corn is too narrow for, so to say. But yeah. Snow Pelt. The Star Yeti. He can also now throw the ball. And he got blocked
Yay.
and
Oh.
cheaper.
Mm.
What the?
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
He actually might be viable now. Hmm.
I think
He's a Yeti, but decent.
he's a Yeti with block out of the
And
box
Mighty Blow.
and Mighty Blow and no that
Juggernaut.
that
And Disturbing Presence.
uh
Huh.
for me this is a textbook example of what should be banned.
And if he causes someone, you get a team reroll.
Oh yeah, yeah. That I
I think this is a mega star, and he can play for dwarfs for some reason.
Yeah.
no way, no, goddamn, no.
He can play for chaos dwarfs as well.
But here's the funny thing, right? Like, since he's not a dwarf, but he can play for dwarves. But since he's not a dwarf, he's not shit. So this is actually dwarves only star player that is not shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only star player we've seen so far. That's worth.
And it's close to 200.
And it's a freaking Yeti.
Oh, this should be so banned. This.
It's probably going to be so banned. It's a block clause mighty low star player that if he causes someone you get a reroll. What more do you want?
I was going to say
It doesn't even have the negative of the Yeti. He can just block whatever he wants. He can move. He can blitz.
I was going to say this is a Yeti's wet dream. Like this is what you look at a Yeti and go like, if I could pick and choose, this is what I would have.
I would take out his negative trait and give him block and mighty blow.
Yeah. Oh, and Juggernaut too, because we definitely shouldn't be going down on lacking skills
He
here,
doesn't
right?
have frenzy though. He doesn't have frenzy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the frenzy.
No, okay.
But even so,
I would.
but he's a Yeti that moves all the time. You don't even need to block people for him to move.
No, you can move him around the pitch, not even blatantly blocking to get him to move. No, that's just broken in all. Anyways,
the next is Skitter Stab. He doesn't play for Chaos anymore.
I have Skull half height.
The one above that one. I know I think we missed him. We were so focused on the Yeti.
Oh, the Skitter Stab. Yeah,
we kind of missed Skitter.
Yeah. Yeah, he lost the axis, which we already sort of hinted to talk about, which I think is really key component. He lost his cheapness a little bit. He's still cheap, too cheap in my opinion, but just cheap now.
He's a quite good player for Skaven and Underworld now.
I still
can still.
I think he, in my book at least, have gone from what was a banned star to maybe in the gray zone. Maybe should still be banned, but he's more in the gray zone than he was definitely.
Yeah, he's the star player that Skaven teams will use to leave their glory days.
Yeah, or if you're missing one for a match, right? Like this is a decent replacement.
Yeah. He's on the line of being banned, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how Underworld uses him and stuff like that.
But I like the tax that this carries. Dwarf, skeleton, thrower, undead. We know this guy is gonna be so well balanced.
Yeah, he's actually good.
He is actually
you can
good.
secure. You can like the biggest thing about him was that he was Edge 4, but now you have secured the ball, so it doesn't matter. And he's one of the best throwers in the game. Like for the price, he's the best thrower in the game.
Get accurate.
He's get accurate, gets nervous, steal, pass. He has sure hands, so he can't be strip-pulled. But once per game, you can add your strength to the passing. ability test.
I love the maximum 2 of a 6. Anyone
Yeah.
care to
So
explain?
you can. I guess I don't know what they were thinking about with that one, but yeah.
I don't know. Seems to
Maybe
be
because maybe
Is,
if
is that
you
is
do a
that
long
6?
bomb.
Yeah, before the adjustments.
Okay. Before the adjustments, probably.
Yeah.
But you can
so
with this
actually
player
no,
can
because
bomb on a 5
he may
with pass.
modify the result of the passing ability test.
Yeah.
So technically, is he modifying the dice?
He's modifying the dice
Yeah.
basically.
So
Because
technically, what it also does is that he can't roll a 1.
I know no one is always a failure, so it doesn't
Yeah, but
matter.
if you're modifying the dice, you're modifying the results. So I didn't roll a
So
1. I rolled a
one is
4.
FAQ it
Yeah. But
because they say one is always a fail, but if you
yeah, but
add to the dice, does it mean it didn't fail?
yeah, because then 1 is not a fail because I didn't roll 1. I rolled a 4.
But more importantly, it's an undead thrower that can pass on a 2+. On can pass on a 3 on a short pass, and with the star player skill, it's a 2+.
Yeah.
If
No,
it,
no, but no, because he's also accurate, so he can
you
actually
can play for dwarves,
yeah, and he can actually do short passes on a 2+. The
and
reroll without
he can do long passes on a
yeah.
he can do long passes on a 2 because
And
you're adding 2 plus 3 is 5,
and
and
you
5 is the long
and
pass for
you
him.
get a dwarf with regeneration.
Movement 6, sure hands. Even if you can't use secure the ball, you can sure hands the ball.
I was going to say, apparently, it must be because it's undead that the dwarves get to have a dwarf star player that's actually good.
Yeah, he's a dead dwarf, so
Yeah.
I
So,
guess.
so it's the kind of dwarf we like.
But it's the kind of star player where secure the ball kind of made him viable. He's not. He's not. He's a star. He's not even close to the line of being a mega star, but he's good. Well, this one is. I haven't. Ever since he was announced, I haven't seen him. Also, like just a non-star again. The Swift Vine Glimmer Shard.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we're going to see much. And I was just thinking what really changed here. Well, normal elves, meaning dark elves, high elves
Yeah, elves
lost.
were not using him.
No, so I don't think so. So technically, it's even narrower now. I don't think it's going to really change anything. The black gobbo getting cheaper, losing an armor value. Yeah, still don't think it's going to
Doing
be
the same. The 2 fouls per turn. LOL player.
really,
Variance.
really niche play, but maybe yeah.
No, some people swear by Black Gobble, and some Goblin coaches and Black Orc coaches like to use him. The
Well,
foul heavy ones.
I think especially also with the reduction of viability to fouling, with sneaky git being changed, I'm not sure that the double fouling is going to help you that much as it used to.
Trust me, I know enough Goblin and fouling coaches. That's not going to stop them.
No. But that's because it's their passion. I was going to say
Yeah.
you could change the rules. Yeah, it's still also 210k for gobbling. That's also an issue here. But
They can also throw bombs on a 3+.
I think the way it's going to end up being is like he's still going to be something some people are going to take, and they would take him even if he got 20k cheaper or 20k more expensive because they like what he does to the game, and that's not I'm not
But
complaining
they
about
go
that.
into the game with just one plan, and they're gonna
Yeah,
die or live or die by that plan,
yeah,
basically.
and I
And now we
think
get Mighty Zug.
Mighty Suck.
Mighty Zug,
He's definitely got more mighty.
and he can play for dwarves.
Yeah,
He's probably the best dwarf. No, I would say he would be the best if I didn't see the
yeah,
Yeti one. The Yeti
yeah,
one is
Yeah.
even worse.
yeah.
Jesus
But you
Christ.
have to also consider he's not a dwarf, so of course he can be good.
Yeah. But
But
this is gonna be a good one for human teams.
yeah, I think
It's probably yeah.
yeah, I was going to say that the movement 5 is really going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the line. He's probably not stepping on the line of megastar as much as other
No,
stars are already.
I also because what he's bringing is some stability to your team. Like he can soak up some damage, he can deal out of damage. He's still 220k, right? But he's basically now an ogre without negative stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at a pinch, he's not a big guy.
You know, it's not
He
a.
hasn't steady.
You pick the ball up with him with dwarfs.
He's
You're off.
unsteady. He's
Yes.
unsteady. Funny enough.
Oh, he's unsteady. Yeah.
Yeah. So is he good? Yes. Is he too good? I don't think so.
No, it's not. Compared to other
It's
game
definitely
breaking
not.
stuff we've seen,
Yeah.
it's pretty bland even. Another star player that was never used. People were raving about the star player skill, but never seen used after like aha funny. No one used them, and
I
still no one used them.
I think also the funny thing is sort of like we even added now that the activation ends immediately after this, which is a clear. I don't know. I haven't seen him before, but clearly that's not an improvement. So he's definitely not gotten better. So I don't think we never seen him before. I have a hard time imagining that the
He's
people.
he's an 170k Norse Lino with just a funny star player skill. That's
Yeah.
it.
Fuck. Oh my god. Hatred undead. Unsteady. Wow. Did we want to piss on someone here?
It's three plus agility, so
Oh yeah, but I was just curious to think of like of all players to be
not cheaper.
Yeah.
Maybe they wanted to make him cheaper and not to put something to justify it, I guess.
Yeah.
He may re-roll the armor roll once per game. Oof. That's basically shiny but better, basically.
It's a pylon,
But
but just a once pylon without the negative aspect.
he's kind of well, underworld teams cannot use them anymore, so but goblins still can, so we can still see the very famous Reaper Varag combo.
Yeah, I think it's gonna definitely be a common feature on Goblin teams.
Yeah,
On
he's
all
probably
teams.
it's possible. We'll see how he plays, but he's stepping on the line,
Yeah,
being a star again. The reroll on the armor is quite substantial.
yeah, but I could be wrong, but didn't he have the +1 when he needed to ability before?
Yeah, I think.
I would
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
would
think
say
it was
like
that.
compared to that, this is actually not as good. I'd
Yeah,
rather
but
have
he's still.
+1 added when I wanted to than being allowed to reroll.
I guess they gave him unsteady just not to be the de facto ball carrier for
Oh
any
yeah,
goblin
yeah.
team.
This for me is a clear like oh yeah, we need to block that he's gonna be the de facto, especially on a goblin team, right? Like you would put him, go down, pick up the ball, and then good luck trying to get it from him. But yeah,
He's still strong. He's strong
I
nonetheless.
I
We'll
think
see.
they didn't need to cut his price by 20k. That's the most thing that I think is does it make him megastar? I don't think so, but we'll see.
He's still a strength 5 port blitzer. So
Yeah. Wilhelm
shady.
Chaney. Oh god, yeah.
My favorite star player mini that I can barely use because he's banned in every tournament.
Yeah, and I get why.
I went to a tournament that didn't ban him and played like 2 games against dwarves, and he just carried me.
Yeah,
And I was Tomb Kings with Shaney. It was hilarious.
yeah. No. This for me again. It's also like this is one of those. The designer had a brilliant idea, and then he just went. And the thing that surprises me most is like we have now have had him for so many editions, and they have refused. I would definitely use the word refuse to solve and fix him.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for Tomb Kings, it would be fine. But Tomb Kings exists, and he's a catcher for Tomb Kings.
It's not just a catcher, but the fact you can buy an off the shelf additional werewolf that has claw and wrestle and can reroll once.
Can reroll the injury dice.
Yeah, it's like why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I buy this guy?
Yeah, like every chance I get to play Shani on a tabletop tournament, I will.
Like strength 4.
I will definitely take him.
Yeah, but strength 4, movement 8, claws, wrestle. Yeah, I'm picking that. Everything else on top of that is just gravy. But yeah, Willow Rose.
Yeah, but that's why he's. If it was just Necro and Undead, I don't think he would be as banned. But
no, it would definitely improve, but I don't think it's enough in the fairness.
now we have Willow. Willow got the movement. Let me see if it's anything. Once per game. Hey, what a boring start player skill, Jesus Christ.
So it's basically a wrestle, no brawler for one use.
Yeah, like why? Like you could do so many things with it's just brawler. Just
So,
you could just do Woodland Fury. She has brawler once per game. That was it.
in all fairness, I would much rather have seen her giving her one more armor value.
Well, she can pass better. She can
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ, that's oh, now I'm gonna buy her. Got more expensive, and now she can pass that. That's the.
Well, at least it's brawler that works on a blitz, I guess. But non-star player next. No one will take her.
Well, she can actually now play on a halfling team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
No,
better see that.
well, you can there's so many
Pick
other
up the
things that
ball and move it around with her.
Yeah, she doesn't have unsteady, no,
Oh,
but she's
movement 6.
+3 agility, but doesn't have any block or dodge.
No, but like for halflings, just having movement 6 is a huge thing, right? Like, and the fact that you can't just
She might see play. We might see if Deep Root is banned, we might see some Maple Willow combos.
I don't think she's gonna be a problem in that sense, but I think you could definitely make it work. But there's also a huge difference between being like it is an overpowered choice to being a yeah, you can make it work. But yeah. So he will only play for Nurgle now.
Yeah. No, you can only play for Nurgle now.
Yeah.
It used to be for other teams as well, for other favored off. But now he's at 3, which is
Nice.
he's actually he can dodge on a 2+ now. That's 2 hits and tackle and wrestle. Not bad, not bad. For the price is not bad.
I think this is basically meant to be a replacement for Skitter. So we know, like, okay, we know we took away your Skitter, so here's your substitute.
And he has dodge on when he gets blocked once per drive.
Yeah.
The first time each drive that he gets, it's such a niche star player skill. But what matters here is that he's 2+ dodging and wrestle tackling balls.
Yeah. And now with the secure ball, he's actually not that hard to get the ball into his hands, right?
Yeah.
But
the Nurgle Beastmen are better than him as ball carriers, I would say.
Yeah, I think there's gonna definitely be an uptick in how much he gets used. I still don't think he's gonna get mega star status.
No, he's not. But he's gonna be actually used instead of just being one in the list. He went from being a nega star to a star, basically.
Yeah. Mad Eye, another dwarf.
Another dwarf. He sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure here. Like it seems again like exactly what it is that you're going for, because I can't really like.
It's basically
it feels more like
a LOL player.
exactly like, and this is the funny thing. Like we talked about some of the other star players, where it's like I have had the best idea. I have made a wolf that has wrestle, and it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so awesome. Here it's like, wouldn't it be fun if we could make something like this?
We could give a Chaos Dwarf a gun.
Yeah, it could be fun, couldn't it? And it's funny how you can see that in the balancing level here, where it's like, yeah, this is just shits and giggles. This isn't a viable choice.
I think. Let me see. Let me see better. Like he doesn't have sure hands anymore. Okay, but he can secure the ball. He's a thrower for that for. He's probably better ball carrier than. Oh, he's only movement 4. He can have his uses on a Chaos Dwarf team because
so
Chaos
here,
Dwarf are so slow.
so here's the thing. I think the only time when I've seen someone actually have this player was they hired this player and bought a bribe, and they used him as an additional dwarf on the line because he still has strength 4. Purely ignoring the fact that he was thrower, just being like, yeah, I get a strength 4 dwarf and a bribe for 230. I can use him to have more dwarves on the line.
Also,
That was what he was, and it was like, I think it's more valid in that use than he is as a thrower, and that just tells you how badly the rest of the design is. Like you're basically ignoring everything that is making him what he's supposed to be, and just saying like, well, he is a dwarf with strength 4. That's good enough. I'll ignore everything else.
And we live in a world where Dribbles not and CD have infinite bombs, but he only has one shot per half. He needs to go reload.
Yeah. Oh God. So
I can see him in niche plays, but not
yeah,
really.
but I think the biggest problem, and it goes again back to the other star player again. We don't like dwarves. Fuck him. So clearly, let's make it a secret weapon for 130k that you get to use once. Come on, guys, be serious.
Yeah.
Like in all fairness, like just like even if you compare it to the new bomber, right? Like that's 80k versus 130. That's 50k cheaper. In what scenario would you pick this guy over the other one, even if they were the same price? Never, ever, under any circumstances. And this just tells you how badly balanced this is.
He's a strength 4 player with no blocking skills.
But actually, like I think you would be much better off having made him into a one-time bomber with unlimited range, basically. Like, of course, he would need to roll dice, and it would have to be adjusted for that. But make him an unlimited range bomber, and then just make him use ones, and then keep that price level. I think that would be fine. At least make him interesting.
Depends on how they word it, because that also can mean megastar.
Oh yeah. Of course. Like he can throw a bomb anywhere in the field on a 2+. Yeah, that might be a little bit overpowered. But yeah.
Well, let's get to the last one, which, spoiler alert, is a megastar, in my opinion.
Even if you prefer, select immediately loses tackles on to the next activation. Okay, so
you can just look into a corner of a cage and say you don't have a cage anymore, and I'm just gonna and it's free, it's guaranteed. It's like you didn't even roll.
We're back to this thing about auto things, right? Like already there we are in deep slippery ground, in my opinion. Also,
220 as well. Like that's so cheap.
Yeah, it's a strength 5 juggernaut, mighty blow, sure feat regeneration. Like, and has auto gaze once per game, where you can just go and like, you know.
Oh God.
And it's not even distracted; they just lose their tackle zones. So the wording is like, they're not distracted; they just lose the tackle zones. So they can still give they can
Just
still give
marked and stuff like that.
to
Yeah.
blocks. They can give assist to blocks and everything. Oh
Yeah.
no, it's badly written there in the PDF. It says distracted,
Okay.
so it's even
Okay.
worse.
Uh,
It's even worse. It's
yeah.
like it's a free gaze into a
And
cage,
and,
and then
and,
you can
and,
just
and and here's the
flip
thing
to
that I
the.
really don't get, right? One of the defining things about playing elves is no big guys, right?
Oh yeah, so he's a big guy for elves. Yeah.
Can anyone explain to me how the F this happened? It's a big
Because
guy. It's actually quite literally a big guy, but
a big guy.
it
Is an Eldril that is cheaper than that just sec Eldril cost, just to make sure. Oh, I can't find it.
okay. So
Sidewinder.
just for fun and shits and giggles, let's
Oh,
compare.
it's the same cost. It's the same cost as Eldril, but he can gaze 3 squares away
Yeah.
and then blitz the ball with strength
Oh
5.
yeah, and it's just if you want to keep that comparison, he has a 10 plus armor value. He has strength 5. He has regenerate. Let's try removing that player from the field. Oh, you want to compare him to Sock? Okay, we got 5 movement, we got 5 strength, we got same cost, but Sock doesn't get all this.
He's not a
Yeah.
Zolt.
He's not a suit, and just damn it, like, and
This is
back,
like
we're back
they
to
went.
design theory, right? Like, this is a cool idea. I just think it's fucking funny. I think this is the best idea ever. No, 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 no.
It's like they were out of ideas, went to the bathroom, do some sugar, and come back to the meeting room.
It was not sugar. It was LSD. Wouldn't it be
Games Workshop.
wouldn't it be cool to have a big guy on Elven teams? That's clearly what they're missing, right? Like Elven teams need a big guy.
That can gaze from afar.
Yes.
I know. And what's the point
And
as
it's
well? Because
guarantees.
they know these players are going to get banned from tourneys as well. So anyway.
No, don't get me wrong, but here's the sad bit. I guarantee you, they didn't think this was going to get banned.
No, that's like
So at least this is clearly and the thing that I find slightly interesting here is right, like it got cheaper. Let's all agree. Was that what it needed?
Yeah, you needed a buff.
Clearly, he wasn't good enough before, so let's make him cheaper, boys. And this goes so the same with Wilhelm. It's just
a big guy without the mega trait.
And it's like so you're thinking the fact that it's now been out for like what 3 or 4 editions and no one thought it was ever fair, you still think it's fair, and you're gonna basically just say like, we know so much better than the whole community combined that we think this is definitely not needing to be fixed.
I just pity the developer on Cyanide that's gonna have to code this star player and his wacky star player skills just to ban him in the ladder like in day 1.
Yeah.
Because like then you'll have like Dark Elf and like you have Dark Elf teams like with Zod and just you have a cage could like
and I can't think of that you so the goat, right, like as a cultural reference. Yeah, this is definitely the goat.
Yeah.
We've seen some really bad ones. Like the worst ones are this one. Grak is also. Grak is the champion of. He's not even Megastar. He's Galaxy Star. And the witch one, the one that also gazes from 5 squares away.
Yeah.
Not the Volconstrictor, the other one.
No, and it removes your action next turn too.
Yeah, and if the one that if you don't score on turn 7, you don't score.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off! There is some real brain, like parts in here that's unbelievable.
Yeah, just paint Zolt and have it on your cabinet, and it will stare at you for 5 years more.
Yeah.
And they had the chance to fix his Stellar. They saw that his Stellar was they themselves said that his Stellar was a megastar and still didn't fix her. Jesus Christ.
No, and I think it's funny because like take a good example here. Like Dribble's Nut is still underpriced, I think, if we're keeping him to the current rules, right? Like, and it's like at least eventually they caved on this. It's don't ask us how long it's taken to get to this point, but at least they caved and been like, yeah, okay, maybe 50k is a little bit cheap. Yeah, definitely a little bit cheap, right? And it's just like, and then you stop.
And then they make Cindy under K just to spite us.
I really don't know what it is that they
like parts of this rule set seem like one person started and the other person ended. It was not like the same person.
No. Like I think especially these two star players down here at the bottom next to each other is like a really, really perfect good example of like where's the consistency of this boys and girls. Yeah, Goblins Overflings symbol every single time. Like Goblins are not super competitive and anyway, but they are heads above half.
Yeah.
They are
no stunty team gets even close to them. Probably if you consider Underworld a stunty team, but I don't consider them stunty.
No, I don't.
Snotlings might, but they're not. Stunties didn't get as much things as Goblins did. Goblins got so many buffs just from trying not to make the Orc coaches angry that they just got buffed to oblivion. Like,
yeah, I think.
And I'm still not over the chainsaws 3+ dodging into cages, for example. And that's just a player that you can roster, not even a star player.
No, I think there definitely seems to be a considered effort to making caging a lot less viable.
Yeah.
Which on one hand I actually sort of applaud, going back to this whole talk about also bombs and that sort of thing. Like it caging has become sort of a clutch for a lot of players. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be a place for caging. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's also become a little bit of too much of a clutch for a lot of players.
I think two-thirds of the teams will struggle a lot with this rule set if it's like this. Yeah, and Sinflings can't even get 30 player. They weren't changed and they were just nerfed, and Gnome's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where you just go like shake your head and go like, I can't believe what's going on here.
But be ready if you're gonna go to any tabletop event. Prepare to see goblins.
Yeah, goblins.
Most crazy, off the wall, variance builds. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
Cool.
Oh well,
I think we made it through the list finally. About 2 hours.
It's like an entire podcast.
Well, I would put it this way: it's only 20 minutes to 2 in the morning here.
Yeah, same. Close to 1 a.m. here.
Yeah,
I have to work tomorrow.
All right, so do I. I only have two important meetings tomorrow morning, so that's always great. At least I don't have anything after that. So, I'm just gonna do a sweet little plug here for we have some more shows coming next week. We have the grand final for the FA Cup, where we will see some of the aforementioned players. Yeah, we've been online for 4.5 hours. Yeah, that's probably correct. But then, Joe, you will be playing against Neutral on Monday, I think it is. You will be the first match of the evening, and then we will transition into, I think this is actually this one, Fantas versus you, Galentio. You get to play the playoff. We're gonna see who is the better dead player. Huh?
I'm not very confident. I have a bad feeling about that game, but let's see.
I was going to say, I think both these two playoffs is going to suffer from the same. It's probably going to come down to dice. Like good players, good teams. It's going to be
Yeah.
paper thin, and it's like it could be simple stuff like a Mummy gets KO'd turn one and doesn't return for the next drive. That's all it will basically take, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah, we're entering very high blood bowl.
yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I think like I also talked when Phil was on earlier that we can definitely see that I'm glad that we did a gradual introduction of redraft, but I can also see like this is the highest power level that we have had. And I'm glad that we're gonna go.
I think redraft shouldn't be 1400 for UKBBL should be 1300, just to
Yeah,
not because people are clutching their stat monsters and not giving them up for anything.
I think the problem is, and it goes more into the fact that because we have now gradually introduced it, it means that like say for example, also my star player is sort of the same for whether it be Fantas, you or me in that sense, is that because we only had to pay 10k for it here last season, we have a player that is probably should have cost like 40 or 60 to keep because they're that old, right? And until that cost is actually sort of paid, uh, they're going to be a lot more efficient than they should be. And I think that's the real problem.
Yeah.
And I think alone the fact we're now getting into redraft number 2, so it's 20k. 20k times 6 players is 120k. That is going to matter. 6 players times 10, that's 60k. It doesn't really matter. And when we get into
I think it
season
needs to
3
be
or
that
4,
abrupt.
yeah,
I think it needs to be that severe so people don't just
yeah.
go zero rerolls. I have 4 monster players and the rest has block, I guess. And yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
But
Then I'm gonna buy rerolls across the season.
yeah, but but better. I try one of the seasons to do that, and the problem is also like then if you run into another team and you're a little bit unlucky, you get your thrower kill first match, you get one of your big guns injured. Now you are a lot of goal behind, and you still don't have any wheels. You're putting your team in a position where the wheels can easily come off. So there's a balancing act to. Of course, you can cut
Yeah,
down.
but if things go well, we get the teams that we're getting now
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
playoff.
There's
It's
also
true.
yeah, but I think
You've got a reset coming though with the new edition.
oh yeah.
So
And I think even if we stick with 10k, which I think would be the right, and I still think 40 is also the right point, right? I think that the main thing that it is that by the time like we can build any similar stars to what we currently have in the current system, they will be 60, 70k, and in that sense, not a viable option in the
Just,
same
just,
way.
just, just make it so that you can't overdog bombers on the next rule set, please.
Yeah.
It's becoming a meta thing now on
Yeah.
UKBBL.
Yeah, I think
Every arc team is overdogging bomber every game now.
yeah, I think that is an issue. In all fairness, I think especially with certain teams, like I would never do it. So say if it was for playing a Dark Elf team in the playoffs, I wouldn't care. So we have a new guy here in chat. We are actually starting. We just finished off the season here this Wednesday, so that's yesterday, and in 2 weeks we will starting a new. So if you want to join up, it's more or less the perfect time to do so. So
Perfect timing.
couldn't be any better. But yeah, and then the following day, just to wrap that aspect up, there will be the other playoffs, which would be me against the Blackhawks. I
Good
think
luck with
you and me,
that.
Galentio, is the underdogs in these 2 matches. I think it's the
Yeah, the 2 people that won the UKBBL are the underdogs on the playoff.
yeah. So I think I only hope that Nuffle feels like he owes me a little bit from last time. I think that's the most
Yeah,
positive
join the
thing I can.
Discord. Everything happens on the Discord now.
Yeah, Discord. There is the stream is also ending here in the next couple of minutes. There is a link on both the I think both on Twitch, on the YouTube channel, and there's also one at the end when the slide comes up. There is the link for the Discord channel. Yeah.
Am I the one that finds it
Gavin's
strange
still
that
around. He's just not broadcasting.
I'm gonna get controversial, but is it strange that it's an UKBBL stream and most of the people are not even from the UK?
Well,
It just means Brexit didn't work.
So I think it's sort of representative that there's half the people on the stream was UK and probably the other half isn't.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty spot on in a certain way.
I love the league and I can't wait to see you guys in March.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to
join the tabletop league on March. Come on.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Have fun with us in Nottingham.
Yeah. Gonna say
Dave is gonna go there.
Oh. Cool. If that, I will probably end the stream only after almost 5 hours. The link will come up on there should be in the details on the Twitch channel also the link for the Discord channel.
I posted it now.
Perfect, thank you. They will also come up in a short time, I was gonna say. But yeah. Come join the fun in the dark side. Cool. I will then say thank you all. Thank you for joining us for this long time, for those who are still around. And thank you for hearing our dribble and fun stuff. And hopefully see you soon again. And I'll give you two a chance to say goodbye too before signing off here.
Good night, guys. Thanks for hanging around.
Good night.
Another 4 hours. Yeah, we got another 4 hours of money. So goodbye and thank you all for this time and hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.